Hey, welcome back guys to the final part 20, yeah, finally at the end of the Platinum. So we're still in Tower of Trials. We're going to make our way northeast now and do this trial over here. In the far corner you'll find a secret item. Yeah, just interrupt that spot on the floor. You can use Snoop to make it appear. And then once you got it, you're going to go through a portal, guys. Yeah, so the northeast trial is the same as the northwest one, kind of. You've got another little dungeon to go through. So there'll be a few more monsters to get. And these should be the final bunch of kind of like mob type enemies we'll be finding. And of course, the last monster you get should be the Grand Dragon at the end. So for this trial, similar to the Northwest trial, this one you have to have either an axe equipped or a staff. Otherwise you'll do much less damage and the enemies will do more damage to you. So yeah, the sage can of course equip a staff, or a mage, if you've got a mage, they can equip a staff, and hopefully the rest should be able to equip an axe, guys. So you should have plenty of axes to choose from. Right, so once you come in, you're going to come down these steps, and there's going to be a chest just to the left with a sage's stone inside. This little sub dungeon, there'll be a lot of exits which kind of just bring you in another exit, basically into the same room, but it's only specific ones you need to go through to progress. So there'll be 4 new enemy types here as well. You've got enemy 136, 139, 142 and 143. I think I'll get rid of them all in like a few battles, so then I start using Padfoot to skip them all. The way we'll do this one, I'll show you where all the extra collectibles are. Not collectibles, but all the little bits of equipment you can find. And then we'll do the path to progress last. I'm just looking at my monsters. So I just got a few of them in that battle. So all I've got left is that last one to find there. That should be enemy number 139. Yes, I'm going to take the south exit. Now this chest, only the one on the right has a item inside. The other 2 have an enemy. So yes, loot the one on the right, and then come these steps and loot the one to the southwest. Do not loot that one to the northwest, because again, that's also got an enemy inside. So 5 chests in this little room. Just loot the one to the eastmost, and the one most to the west. And then come back through here, come to the right and loot that chest for wizard's staff, and then come through the north exit. You're going to go down these steps on the right. That door to the north, that will just loop you back into the same room. Come down these steps, go north, another battle. Yeah, I'm just going to flee. If I don't get in a battle where it's not an enemy which I need, I'm just going to run away from them. So you can loot this chest here. That's got a mini medal inside. This chest over here, that's got a Godbird armor. Yes, 2 mini medals in this sub dungeon and 1 monster. So yeah, grab that mini medal, the armor. Do not loot this chest because this one has a monster inside it. I'm just going to run away again because I've already got them enemies. Right, then we're going to go west. And through this doorway here. Continue left. You can loot this chest for another duplicate hat. Yes, I think that's the second one you can find. Yeah, once got that, head up the stairs to the north. And there he is, there's the monster. It's that guy on the right. I think he's one of the Ursa Megas or something. Mega Ursa. So yeah, I'm going to take out all these, and that should be all my enemies in my list. All I need now is that Grand Dragon. Them Frantic enemies can be quite a nuisance because they'll keep healing themselves, and if you don't kind of focus on them, you kind of always just keep doing a bit of damage, then they heal, do a bit of damage, they heal. So that's why I didn't really want to farm here, just because them fights can go on for quite a while. If you get a bunch of them in one battle, it can take a while to kill them all because they'll just keep healing themselves. Yes, and as you can see, my monster list is all complete. Like I say, the Grand Dragon, it's not listed there, but it will get added once you defeat it. And there's the monster guys, Goldie. So what we should have now, we should have 120 monsters. There's one more left to collect, which is on our way to the final boss. So yes, I've got all the monsters, so I'm just going to keep running away. You want to come up the steps and take the upper north exit. Yes, you've got a little rock puzzle here. Not too complicated. Yeah, I'm going to speed this one up slightly. You can see how I'm doing it. If you do push any off by mistake, then just press the reset button, guys. And once you've done this puzzle, the boss for this sub-dungeon is exactly the same as the previous boss. You know, you've got them 2 Pandora's boxes again. You beat them and then 4 more spawn. But at least when they have slightly different attacks, these ones seem to do more magic and spells and abilities on you. And they also heal themselves quite a lot. And when they do heal, they heal basically every single one for 3,600 HP. So it can be a bit of a nuisance to kill these. So this is where, again, where Blasto comes in mega useful. Just same as the other ones, make sure they have not casted Reflect on themselves when you do cast it, because you do not want to accidentally eject yourself from the fight. So yeah, talk to that spirit, guys, and here we are, a little boss fight. So again, I'm using Wild Side on my Sage. The rest of them are just going to be on Show No Mercy. Yeah, so Wild Side on the Sage, and then he's going to keep using Blasto. And because he's got a duplicate equipped, he's going to cast Blasto 4 times. Yeah, if you're really lucky, every single one will hit, especially on the enemies when 4 of them spawn. I mean, look at that, I used it 4 times, but only 1 of them landed, 3 of them missed. The first 2 do seem a bit easier. It's when you get 4 once when they become a lot trickier, so that's when they seem to heal themselves up quite a lot. So yeah, I'm going to use Blasto again. Wild Side normally lasts for 3 turns. Right, I'm just waiting for the merchant's turn to go. Oh, it looks like we defeated him anyway. It's because I'm confused. Yeah, I mean, if you do get confused with something, just bear with it, guys, and eventually you'll get a chance to attack. So just speed it up a bit. So as soon as Wild Side wears off, cast it again. Always use Wild Side before you use the Blasto spell, because then you'll cast it 4 times. And like I said, if you're lucky, you'll hit each one of these with 1 of the Blasto spells and kill them all at once. Oh, there we go. I got 3 at once, not too bad. It only missed 1 time. The last one was sometimes Kamikaze, like this. Right, and that's it, we've got them all. So all we need to do now we've got every single mini medal. You should have all 110 mini medals. We're going to go back to the mini medal merchant, hand them all in, get all the rewards, and then come back and complete the final trial. Yes, we're going to warp to Alefgard. Yes, we're going to walk back to where it all began. It's going to end here as well, because I'm going to walk back and kill some enemies outside on the world map, just to get my kill count to 1000. I pretty much learned every single ability just before hitting 1000 enemy battles run. Yeah, I think I'll get to like 980 or 980 battles run, just after I've learned all my abilities and spells. Yeah, and for the Grand Dragon, I basically want to keep using Monster Pylon now. I don't really need to bother about Duplicate anymore. So I've kind of You might want to take it off the Sage, because what you'll find when he's got Duplicate equipped, if you've got the AIs set to Show No Mercy, he'll tend to cast spells more often. But if he's not equipping the Duplicate, he'll use Monster Pylon a lot more. So that's what I'm hoping for here. So yeah, remember, to get to the mini medal guy, it's in the southeast well, in the town. Yeah, just jump on down. Because I haven't gave any in for a long time, I've got a bunch of rewards to get through. So this is going to take a good few minutes. Yes, you've got a silver platter. Prayer ring. Yeah, strength ring. Yeah, you're going to get a bunch of goodies. Yep, scholar specs. Agility ring. I mean, most of these you already have them. You're just getting like an extra set. But when you've handed in every single one, you get the extra toga armor, and that pretty much increases your resistance by like 40% or so to most of the debuffs in the game. But it's still not really that great. I did try equipping it when I was farming the King Hydrus, and I still got caught for sleep quite a lot. Yeah, even with like, I mean, if you've got 100% resistance, I mean, great. But I don't know if it's possible to reach that. Probably if you keep casting spells on yourself to increase your resistance. But I mean, in terms of like equipping armor to get 100%, yeah, I'm not quite sure how possible that is. So that's why I just always tend to show no mercy and just spam attack. Yeah, come to the end of them. Dragon Claws, Astrius Abacus. Because one of these, you need him to complete the Southeast Trial. You need the Gringham Whip. I think you get the Gringham Whip from handing in 100. Yeah, you get a Blessed Bikini. This one doesn't come with a leather cape. Goddess Shield. Yeah, so the Gringham Whip, you need that in order to complete the Southeast Trial. That's one you need, that whip. Right, and then 110, you'll get the extra toga. And because you're taking in every reward, you'll get that trophy, guys, many a medal. Right, once you've got them, we're going to warp on back to Temple of Trials. I don't know why I keep calling it tower, it's temple, isn't it? Yes, now we're making our way down to the Southeast Trial. Yes, there's a secret spot there, guys, with 5 gold coins inside. So make sure you don't miss them. Yeah, 5 gold coins. Right, so once you come in, all you need to do is go and talk to the spirit. And similar to the Southwest Trial, it's going to ask you for some items. Or he wants to just know that he found them. So he's going to want to see the Sword of Kings, the Aurora Helmet, the Mod Rod, and the Gringham Whip, which we just gathered, which we just obtained. And once you've done them all, guys, you'll walk back and you'll complete the final trial. Right, so now we're done. We can make our way to the Grand Dragon, guys, and get the last monster along the way. No enemies spawn along this windy path. Yeah, you got a long windy path, but yeah, no enemies at all along here. So Grand Dragon, the fight goes on literally for about 10 minutes or so for me. So I speeded up quite a bit, but it's exactly the same to what I've done with Zenlon. I've just left it on Show No Mercy and just kept spamming. And yes, that's your last monster, guys. So as soon as you get your last one, you'll get the trophy. Monster Monitor. That's for rescuing all the friendly monsters. And for this boss, the Grand Dragon, you have to obtain the Grand Medal. To obtain the Grand Medal, you have to defeat him. I think it's within 20 turns or less. Yeah, you have to defeat him within 20 or less turns. It might be 25. I can't quite remember. But I know it's definitely, you can do it in 20. I do it in 20 here and get a Grand Medal. But the more you do this, the more you level up. or just come back later on. If you have a bit of trouble doing this now, just come back later when you've got all the spells and abilities, guys, and you've got all the other trophies with just this one remaining, and then fight him again then. But yeah, it might be under 25. You've got to get it under, but I get it in 20 turns here, and I get the grand medal. So yeah, like I said, this went on for about 10 minutes. I've just got to show no mercy, just spamming monster pile on, and the MC is using the Ruby sword attack, and use it as an item. And once we beat him, I'll slow the video down, you can see exactly how many turns. Yep, so last hit. Yeah, the thing with this guy, he'll debuff you a lot as well. He'll kind of like put you to sleep and things, so you'll lose a lot of turns just because characters are confused or whatnot, or asleep. Yes, so there is Mate of Monsters. That's also for completing the monster list. Yes, we should have been the last monster, guys, for your monster list. And like I say, if you beat him in 20 turns or less, or it might be 25, you get a grand medal, guys, and get that trophy, Grand Designs. As far as I know, the grand medal isn't used for anything other than getting that trophy, and I guess bragging rights, I guess. If anybody does figure out if it is used for something, you know, let us know in the description, or sorry, in the comments. But I think it's just for that trophy. And yeah, once you're done, guys, all we need to do now is farm. Yeah, so I'm just going to warp to Romaria, basically anywhere where there's a monster arena. And now we've got every single monster. You'll be able to go and see Monty and get some new rewards from him. Yeah, we'll have some more goodies for you now you've got every monster. You don't have to come and see him, but if you do, yeah, we'll have some nice goodies. Right, so yeah, the farming, guys. Farming begins. So when it comes to the farming, you don't have to level up the sage and the mage and the priest, because the sage vocation learns all the spells and abilities which which a mage and the priest learns. Yeah, which a priest and the mage learns. So a sage. But I'm just going to show you a few farming spots. I'm going to show you 3 farming spots which I kind of move between, and you can just use whichever you find better. So yeah, you got not a fully level, but you need to level up every vocation until you've learned all the spells and abilities. And when you've got high wisdom, you learn spells and abilities a little bit earlier, only by like 1 or 2 levels. But it can speed it up a little bit, because when you get like between level 40s and 50, it can take a long time to go up a level. So if you can raise their wisdom via certain equipment, for example, Goddess Ring gives you more wisdom. I think the Care Ring, is it Care Riviere? Yeah, there's a few accessories which will raise your wisdom. Yes, if you equip these, guys, you'll learn spells or abilities just 1 or 2 levels earlier. It mainly comes in useful for their final abilities. The thief, the thief merchant learn their final abilities kind of between level 30 and 40. Yeah, they learn their final spells and abilities between level 30 and 40. Sage learns his final abilities about level 40. Monster Wrangler learns his final ability just before level 45, I think. MC, you can't switch him out, so you should easily learn all this anyway by the time you've learned everybody else's. And the warrior and the martial artist normally learn theirs between 45 and 50, so you have to get theirs quite high. And of course Gadabout, I think Gadabout learns his final around level 40 as well. So yeah, just switch out all your party. You'll know if you've got to learn any more spells or abilities, because there'll be question marks when you click on the spell or ability menu. Yeah, there'll be like little question mark gaps. That means they still have something that they need to learn. So when you've got them, just keep using that one and then switch them all out later once you've learned them all. Okay, so this is going to be my first farming spot, guys. So from Cloudsgate Citadel, I've just gone back into the question mark dungeon a few floors until you come into this floor here. I like this floor to farm because there's a shrine nearby which you can use to refill your HP and MP, and these battles go by very, very quickly, and you normally get about 3,000 per battle. I mean, sometimes you get a little bit less, but sometimes you get about 5,000 or so, so it averages out about probably just above 3,000. So yeah, this is one spot you can farm. This will be spot number 1. So like I say, just keep farming here until you've obviously leveled up most of your vocations. So once you do fully level up a vocation and it's learned all its spells and abilities, as soon as it's learned the final spell or ability for that vocation, you can go back to Alefgard Abbey and swap them for another. You can go back and swap them for another. I think altogether there's, I think, what is it, 7, because you don't have to bother about the mage and the priest. I think it's about 6 or 7 vocations altogether. Yeah, using Sage and skipping the mage and the priest does speed it up quite a bit. But yeah, that's farming spot 1. So from here, you can just move to the next few floors. You know where the King Hydra spawns, you can also farm there. But the thing I don't like about the King Hydras, they take ages to kill. I mean, it's not too bad if you've got 1. If you've only got 1, you can kill them pretty quick. But when you've got 3, yes, it can take a long time to kill them. I mean, if you're high level and you've got all your spells and abilities already, you'll be able to kill them a bit quicker. But of course, we're coming down here to raise our levels and learn abilities. So our skills, spells and abilities currently at our disposal, there's not too many. So you don't really have much options in terms of killing them quickly. So that's why I'm just spamming Monster Pylon. But yeah, this floor here, this is where the King Hydra spawn. So you can farm on this floor as well. Yeah, see King Hydra here. You do get a massive chunk of experience when you kill them. I mean, each King Hydra will give you 25,000. So if you get 3 at once, like I say, it takes so long. And you saw how quick it was on that other farm spot near the shrine. You get 3,000 at a time. So you can imagine that, although you don't get as much, experience per minute might be a little bit quicker than just killing these. But yeah, this is farm spot number 2. And then after this, I'll show you farm spot number 3, guys, where you can get liquid metal slimes. But again, the liquid metal slime farm spot isn't great until you've kind of got better skills and abilities. By what point you don't really need farm anymore for platinum. You might just be farming because you're on high difficulties and you want stronger characters. But remember, the Sage has a spell called Puff, which will turn him into a dragon and will instantly kill, well, not instantly, but once you get your turn on your second round of turns for your teammates, you'll be able to kill every single slime on screen. So any metal slimes still remaining on the second turn, when you get a chance to do the flame breath from that puff, that'll kill them all. So yeah, we warp to Talented Tunnel in Alefgard. Yeah, Talented Tunnel in Alefgard. We've gone north, got on the ship, and we've left on this island. Now on this island, this is where these enemies will spawn, the metal slimes and whatnot. And by the way, you probably saw me using it, but if you use the ability Whistle, which a Gadabout learns at about level 12, you'll be able to spawn battles instantly. And it speeds farming up quite a bit. Yes, a Gadabout learns an ability called Whistle. And you can just use it and it'll spawn battles instantly. You can use that Lure of Ear item, which we found much earlier in the game. But the thing about that is when you use it, it takes about 10 seconds for the battle to begin. The Whistle is much quicker, as you can see. So yep, and this is the third farm spot, guys. I don't like it too great just because of metal slimes. You'll get 8 spawn, and before you even get a turn, like there'll be 1 left because they've all ran away. And by the time you get to kill them on the second turn, yeah, so I don't really like that one too much. But anyway, now I'm coming to Alefgard Abbey. I'm going to turn to my last 2 vocations. So all I need to level up now is the Martial Artist and the, is it the Warrior? Yeah, the Warrior and the Martial Artist. That's all I've got left to do. I'm going to keep the Sage because I only need to swap out 2 vocations now. So I'm going to keep Sage on me. Yeah, so Martial Artist and the Warrior are the final 2 I need to level up. And like I say, they normally learn their final spell /ability between level 45 and 50. And if you increase their wisdom, they'll learn it 1 or 2 levels earlier. And by the way, each vocation, they won't always need the exact same of experience to reach a specific level. For example, from 45 to 46, the warrior might need 50,000 experience, but from 45 to 46, the martial artist might need 90,000 experience. It depends on your vocation. So yeah, I'm just going to equip them. Like I say, I'm going to try to increase their wisdom. You might want to increase their agility, so obviously they're more chance of going first. And then once you get to about level 40, then equip the wisdom accessories. Because you only really need to worry about getting the final kind of spells and abilities a little bit earlier. Because of course you're going to learn all the rest up to that point. Right, I'm going to resume my farming, guys. And here it is. So I probably have to farm for about 5 hours. Yeah, it's probably about 5 hours. Maybe a little bit less. Or maybe a little bit higher, give or take. I don't exactly time it. But yeah, give or take, it's about 5 hours. So yeah, Able Conjurer. That's for learning every single spell and agility. Every single spell and ability, not agility. And as you can see, Critical Claim was my final one. I think that's on the Martial Artist. Right, and I need about 20 more kills, I think. So once you've learned all your spells and abilities, you can either keep farming in a spot, which gives you a big chunk of experience, or you can go to a very, very early game area and farm enemies there, because they'll die very, very quickly. You'll see here just how quick they die. So I'm going to come outside in Alehan, use the whistle to spawn a battle, and yes, this will go by very, very quick. Look how quick they die, just basically one attack and they're all dead. And that's my final battle, guys. There we go, brilliant battler. And after that should be a legend is born, the platinum trophy, guys. So there it is, the full walkthrough, guys, now to obtain platinum. Thank you for watching the whole series. It could have been a lot quicker if there weren't all that grinding involved, but yeah, it's done now at least. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.